Welcome to my writing year, where I document my writing journey as a mom of two. When you think about the most ideal writing morning or writing routine, maybe if you're like me, you'd imagine, slow mornings, soft lighting, and jazz music playing in the background, sipping coffee. At least I have that. This mama needs to run on caffeine. So all the most ideal elements to a the perfect writing routine, but as a mom of two, that doesn't happen. That does not come. The perfect writing moment does not come, and I've just learned to accept that the story is being written in the margins of my mom life. And I've realized, that even writing in the most unlikely circumstances, at least for me, is a step of obedience. And I have to die to my perfectionist self. I have to die to my controlling nature because God is just inviting me into this creative pursuit of writing. Regardless of the circumstances, kahit na magulo, often chaotic, I only have a few minutes to myself. Just like now, my babies are sleeping, that's why I can even film this. But to just see it as a step of obedience, it's not something that originates from me. Like I realize now that this creative pursuit, like writing, it's not something, the fruit of it is not something that I could manufacture myself. It's just through abiding in the Lord that these words flow, and I get inspiration from the Holy Spirit and the Lord's work in my heart and life. So yeah, that's where I'm at in my writing journey. I'm doing it as a step of obedience rather than something that I have to produce. Like, I'm not a factory, I'm not a production line, but simply a vessel. So that's how it's looking like for me. Just taking the pen or taking out my phone to write something down when um, some words come to me or inspiration comes to me, even if magulo, because the babies are um, okay, chattering, and just the the joyful motherhood chaos all around me, and to just do it. So what I've been learning practically is to set up my mind and my environment to write. So make it easier for me somehow. Kasi mahirap na nga, di ba? It's already hard as it is. So at least do some mindful and intentional steps to at least make it a little easier to just write. So what encourages me to do that is to have my pens ready and make them colorful, have colorful highlighters and colorful pens, which always, make me get excited about writing. And I have a lot still. Para pag if something doesn't work, then I could just switch pens and have a calendar, an everyday planner. So this is not isolated to just my writing stuff, but for my everything, my whole life. So everyday planner and a monthly planner, just so that I'm aware of my deadlines and my daily intentions, what I want to finish today. So today, I have to prepare for my class. So I'm gonna teach a class later, so specifically about writing. So that's exciting. And what I love about this 365, what's this 365 everyday planner, is that it also has like a template for projects. It has a yearly plan with months written, so you can track your progress. And there's also a project time template. I just couldn't find right now, but there's also a 21-day project plan, so you can just write your progress. I think my baby is crying. She's awake. So another, so pretty. I received this as a gift. So another thing that helps me is this giant notebook. It just really encourages me to write, to scribble. Do you feel the same way when you have a pretty notebook? you just want to write whatever. So I actually wrote my first drafts for the next book using that notebook. So I read The Atomic Habits, I think last year. I read it twice. And one of the most important lessons that stuck with me was about conditioning your environment for the habit that you want to foster. So if you want to write, as I've already said, if you want to write more, then you have to equip yourself with the tools, and that's part of conditioning your environment for writing more, right? So if you're surrounded with notebooks, and pens and pencils and markers, it just instantly conditions your mind to grab towards them, to gravitate towards them, and do the thing that you're supposed to do, which is right. Okay. Wow, my notebook fell. So that's where I'm at in my writing journey. So just conditioning my mind and my environment to write more. Okay, so I'm not pressuring myself in a way like forcing myself to produce and produce, because as I've already said, as a Christian writer, we're never the source. We're simply a vessel. So what I'm encouraging myself to do is to abide more. So that means um, always connecting with the Lord, drawing inspiration from my personal study of the Bible and my relationship with Him. I don't want to be a factory, as I've said. I just want to be a vessel. I'm going to teach a class in a few minutes, and our exercise will be a writing exercise on 2025 reflection and 2026 outlook. So we will reflect on the year that has been, if there are lessons that we can draw from our experiences from that year. That will be the foundation for our outlook on 2026, like the lessons that we will carry through the new year. Happy New Year, guys. So, welcome 2026. So, last year, my word was fruitful because I gave birth, but not only because of that, but that symbolizes and represents everything else that happened in every area of my life. And for this year, 2026, my year is actually rooted. We'll see what God has in store for us for 2026. Thank you for tuning in, and see you in the next one.